Can you just be normal?
No, that's like 90 Day Fiance, which is his new favorite show, where the guy says you must change everything about you.
No. Right before we went on, welcome to the channel. We haven't done one in a long time because she's not normal.
I think you guys know that. You've known me for a while, and I asked him. I mean, you're married to me. When have I ever been normal? That's why you love me.
Yes.
Love.
Oh my God.
Love.
All right, go ahead. Talk.
So, Thursday for him, Friday for me, we did our Perform Better talks, which we normally do in person at the summits. And obviously, we didn't do that this year. And usually we get to see our friends, and it's like a really big event for us. And so instead of just sharing our screens on Zoom, we decided to convert our living room into a studio. So we had the big diva ring light going on.
We had a lot of stuff.
We had everything going on. So Charlie went on Tuesday, and he
No, I went Thursday.
I'm sorry, Thursday, and he wore the same stuff that he would normally to speak in. We did kind of everything very similar, similar ramp up, but it was weird, like getting ready in your own bathroom and stuff, like beforehand. For me, I was like, I'm doing my makeup not in a hotel room.
Okay, be normal.
What? That's normal for me.
Okay.
All right, you go.
I get it that is different, but it's not like a big deal.
To me, it was weird. Like, we're not like getting ready, going downstairs. We're gonna see all our friends before we speak.
Now, I think I know where you were going. Where I wore regular, nice golf shirt, black pants, like I'm supposed to.
Yes.
And this will actually segue into something else that may also play into this normal piece. So, in the Northeast, and I'm sure everywhere else, it's like mega hot. Like if it's 95 degrees, it's like low temperature. And sometimes the temperature is so high and whatever type of air conditioning system we have, like it doesn't outrun the ambient temperature that is based off of. So, for instance, we probably forgot or ignored to turn it down earlier in the day so that when I did my talk, it would be a comfortable temperature. So I'm pretty sure, at least for our house, if it's at 73, is very hot, and we have the air conditioner on, and it wound up being 75 by the time we were done, and it was not terribly comfortable. I'm not sure that really mattered to me. I couldn't tell that much when I'm into my.
Well, it was hot in the light. That I noticed.
Yeah, and then I got this damn light pumping on me, and oh man, but I would like you to understand, and maybe you can explain to everybody that if you turn the thermostat lower, meaning like it's 73, and you set it to like 65 or some kind of horribly frigid number, it doesn't make the air conditioner work any faster to get the number down.
Okay, but we needed it too. So I was giving it mojo. I was egging it on because your talk was in like an hour, and I was like, oh shit, it's really hot in the house. Like,
okay, but if you set it to like 68, it'll get to 68 at the same time.
But it'll stop at 68. We want to get it, lower. And the funny thing is, like,
no, you're lying. That's not.
No,
that's not true.
Because we needed like 65, 66.
All right, well.
Most couples, by the way, the woman wants the AC. She wants higher temperature, and the man wants it really low. I literally crank it to like 65. This one is in a hoodie over his face.
Dude, I'm wearing
his Ugg slippers on.
I've worn a hoodie to sleep this week because between sometimes it works really good in the air conditioning, and it's like ridiculously cold, and you got the fan on, meaning it's probably like winter. Like if you breathe, you can see your breath.
Sleeping weather, but you know that I talk about this. Just like the metabolism is like a thermometer.
No,
I know how a thermometer
it's not.
and a thermostat work.
Okay.
Anyway.
All right.
So that was Thursday.
Yeah, I thought the thing that I liked the most about it is that I didn't really have much of a time limit. Now, it was still a 2-hour time limit, but if I don't have like a hard stop, I could just do my thing, and I could have gone for way longer.
I liked it.
All right, well, I'm glad you liked it. Thank you. I hope other people liked it, and the new ACL video came out, so that was a segue into that, and like I would do more of them. I would do more of them if people gave me the topic.
Yeah.
Because I still I still struggle. I remember me and Patrick would talk about this for hours. Like, it's hard to know what people really want, but then they won't tell you either because then they think they're embarrassed or something. If I knew what people wanted, I would do webinars or stuff like that. It's easier for us.
Have you asked the people?
It's the people.
Have you asked the people?
I'm asking them right now. Tell me what to do, and I'll do it. Like,
Slide in the DMs.
No.
How else are they gonna tell you?
Okay, whatever. Anyway, and
Well,
then you went on Friday.
I went on Friday, and actually, what I enjoyed, and it was interesting. But so I wore a dress. I always wear a dress. I always wear a pink dress. But the one time we're actually too tall for something, so we couldn't wear. I couldn't wear heels because otherwise you would see, from here down. So I had like my Air Jordan lows on and with a dress. But anyway, so after my talk,
But they didn't see that.
No, they didn't see that.
Yeah, because like the Perform Better is like maybe from a little bit below your waist.
The
yeah,
knees up,
but the pictures we were taking from inside, and the videos like we were taking of each other from inside the house is full body.
Right.
So I'm barefoot. I'm like got nice Nike golf pants on, and I'm barefoot.
I think
but,
you had your flip.
But I'm always barefoot. Like
yeah, that's how you live. But it's weird being in a dress without like, being in heels because I like to be in heels because it's fun. And so it's not like we could walk anyway. We only were confined to this little area that our rug seemed to nicely outline. But I had a feeling I might get a lot of questions because I do get a lot of questions because of my topic being so broad with hormonal and metabolism stuff. So my talk was a little bit over an hour and then 50 minutes of Q&A.
That's awesome.
And that was like the best part because like Charlie, I love when people ask the questions because then I can go off on even more tangents and provide you guys with what you actually want. So the funny thing was the way we had the computer set up, so we had my laptop with my slides, then we had the main laptop connected to the computer and the camera and blah, blah, blah. So I had to run over because I had the microphone on, read the question, then run back to be in the camera. So it was like mini sprints for 50 minutes, but I think it was like 72 questions. It was pretty cool.
I don't know.
But I enjoyed that very much.
I'm pretty sure some of those questions, particularly the ones that didn't get read on air, I'm pretty sure they would not be asking them in person. They'd be,
oh my God.
Oh, I'd like to find our anonymous friend and have a chat with him.
Anonymous attendee,
yeah.
which we can find out exactly who that is. Thought that I had a fetish because obviously you guys know I talk about boners and all that stuff, but I provide very helpful content for men and men's health, and he said I clearly had a fetish, and then a lot of what I talked about was common sense, which is interesting.
That's pretty interesting.
Interesting. So if it's common sense, then why doesn't our industry do it?
Well,
anyway,
it was
but
fun.
That was a good time. Like I would probably do something like a Q&A style talk in it of itself. I enjoy that very much, and we don't get to do that normally when we're at the events because then we have 15 minutes before the next speaker, and we don't have that full panel Q&A anymore. So for us to have the time to take that liberty to be able to provide that was pretty cool.
Okay, so you're getting way too serious.
Yeah, I am getting.
No, I liked it. I didn't. I don't know. You do it.
I got to sit in my pajamas and watch you.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Then what?
All right. And
then
so Friday.
So that was Friday.
No, Saturday. So Saturday was fun.
Yeah.
We were social.
So I think we went. That might be the first time we've done something outside the house since the shutdown.
Since shutdown. Yeah. We went down to visit Don Salatino and his wife Mel.
Yeah.
Out on Long Island, which is about an hour 20.
Well, you know what it is when people don't live, because we're guilty of this just as much as other people are, but New York, New Jersey, Connecticut is so small of an metropolitan area, so people don't understand. Like if you go 12 miles, it could take like an hour and a half with no traffic just based on like the directions, like the islands, and you like we easily could swim to Don's house faster than driving.
Yeah, he said he could like boat over in 15 minutes.
But also like people think like, oh, you're from New York, so they might think you're like 10 minutes from Buffalo. Like people, but we're just as guilty. Where I know the first time I had a drive in L.A., I didn't really realize that Orange County wasn't L.A. And I think I left Century City at like 3:30 p.m. I'm like, I'm not in any rush. The traffic won't be that bad. Oh yeah, and then 2 hours and 15 minutes later, I think I got to Huntington Beach or Newport Beach, where they had the old sushi spot. But so it wasn't too bad getting there. It would have been better if we had the top down, I think.
Yeah, I forgot to do that because it's been humid as hell here. Just even now, it's kind of gross. But no, it was a good time. We went to work out. We went to Don's house. We had a workout. He's got a great setup with all the Perform Better equipment. And then we went over to a beach club, it was nice. Like, I almost forgot about, like, pandemic social distancing stuff because of the way everything was spread out, and I felt very safe.
I think people there did a good job.
Yeah, they did a really
I don't know
good
that it would be a good job for everybody because everybody has different standards for that, but I never felt unsafe, and for the areas that they said that you should wear a mask, I'm pretty sure everybody wore a mask. Yeah. But like we kind of owned a little part of the pool, and nobody was around. Like it was good. It was good. Of course.
Yes,
of course.
And I sprayed you guys with sunscreen because.
Yo, that sunscreen is a keeper.
Yeah.
That's because apparently
beauty counter.
So like it's healthy, right? So it doesn't have like xenoestrophobes and parabens. But it doesn't. It's not. It doesn't. You don't look like 1962 with all the white junk all over you. So it's that. It's that level, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's mineral sunscreen spray and it's tinted, and I got the darkest.
And it lasted how long? 90 minutes.
90. But I smelled it when we came home last night. I think it came off too.
Well, I showered. You should try that.
Yeah, I should try that sometime. But because I didn't wear any. But I went spray tanning about 2 hours ago, so that's why I look sticky and spray tanny. But anyway, so we went in the pool. We haven't done that. We haven't been. I was like saying I haven't been in the bikini, and like I don't even remember the last time we were at a public pool or anywhere that required bathing suits. It was nice. It was relaxing. Like I don't know. It was like summery. It was cool.
It was good time.
And we got some good sushi.
I don't know how. Like going out, I don't think is still a real viable thing. Because like. With the stuff we like to do anyway is usually in Orlando, so that's not really an option. But
Don and I did discuss getting you snowboarding in Vermont at least.
I'm not against snowboarding.
Okay.
We'll
go. I mean, obviously the West is better. I have no idea what the travel situation will be by January, February, whatever, depending on football season, all that stuff.
What I was talking about was even for the summer to get like an Airbnb or something in like some cabin. That, because the ski slopes are open, they're just not skiing. Like, the hotels are open.
Yeah.
The chairlifts run, I don't know.
And you guys have good recommendations? Let us know. Old Action Park. You could go there in the winter and ski and then die in the summer. Action Park.
Or up in, what's the major ski slope in Vermont?
There's a lot of them. Killington.
Yeah. So
it's one of my favorites.
So there, I remember went to a wedding in the summer, and they had like zip lines and all this stuff. The stuff is still open.
No. Yeah, but I mean, you don't know I don't know. And like here in Connecticut, they're not letting people in our beaches. They don't do that anyway. But
oh my God, the beaches in Greenwich though, like if you go on a weekend,
people are like this.
Dude, like it's horrible. Like it's unbelievable. Like I don't know. Like when we say the Greenwich Beach, like it's like a park, so you can walk, you can have picnics, you can stare at the water, but then it has like a real beach. It's not like
the Jersey Shore
or Florida or wherever,
right.
but I can't imagine feeling comfortable because I don't want to wear a mask on a beach for one.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you have to or not. But, like, it's just bizarre how close people are. But then if you go on, like, a Tuesday in the afternoon, it's like 10 people on the whole beach.
They're all it's just, I don't know, what a weird summer, right? I mean, it's a lot of us have said, it's nice to have a break from traveling so much, and then we enjoy the summer, and we're home together. Do you love being home with me all day?
Oh, my God. Well, we're not, I mean, it's not like we don't, it's not like I don't work.
I know, but we both work. But I'm saying.
Yeah, but you work here. You don't have to go anywhere to work. I have to go places to work.
Yeah, I would rather actually go somewhere a little bit and then kind of mix it up a little bit. But you miss me when you're gone.
Oh yes, of course.
And then you love being with me like 24/7.
Yeah, 24/7. That's it.
Like,
yeah,
so awesome.
yeah. Hey, look. So like, I'm wearing a Dolphins visor, and you have a Dolphins shirt. Like, wonder how that happened.
Oh my God. Well, what about that shirt you're wearing?
That's Golfers Who Lift. That's one of your brands, right?
That was one of my old brands, yeah. Which I decided is better as a hashtag. So it's okay to rebrand.
Speaking of golfers who lift, these clowns that
Clowns.
yes, because Spencer posted John Rahm deadlifting 365. And if people are not, I'm sure these people aren't necessarily aware. John Rahm is an enormous human being. Like I'm obviously not very tall, but I'm not small. Like he's big. Like he's a large human, and he's got a very unique build, which makes him very, very good. Which helps him be very, very good at golf. And you got this dude doing dartfish, like circling it and like showing his knee, and it's completely an illusion because the angle of the deadlift was like this diagonal, and it looks like his knee is buckling in, but it's not. But like if you complain while the golfer is dominant, and he shouldn't be lifting, complain during the time, because I don't remember that many people complaining about Tiger when his swing looked perfect. Years ago. So at least you're gonna complain during, but man, like so when so and so it looks like a real athlete, and he's dominating like these two. Who are the two golfers that are really good, that are bigger, or they actually look?
Bryson DeChambeau.
I love how in golfer that you always call them by the first name, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but they and then they also claim, because I brought this up in my talk, how last year when Phil Mickelson, who's never been, like, I call it hard, like very muscular, which is fine, like there's no need to be, but all of a sudden he fasted and dropped 15 pounds in a week because he wanted to feel better and some health stuff. But I knew immediately people would be like, oh my god, fat loss, like he lost that much weight. It's really not fat, not a lot of it at all. But then he ended up not playing well, and now everyone's like,
gotta be the reason.
Bryson, oh my god, he bulked up, oh my god, and he ended up playing really well. And then it's still, there's all these intricacies of the arguments of like how bad it is, how good. Why are golfers so offended if somebody wants to put on muscle? Like, why is it all of a sudden a special and bad sport? And we work with a lot of golfers, but I just don't understand it.
Well, I'm not going to say the pro golfer that explained it, but he did explain a very interesting sociological reason for this, because golf is spread out from where it might have been decades ago, but golf was always this highbrow, white-collar, country club thing. That was the only people that were allowed to... It was there. They owned golf. And to a degree, there's still a level of that. And he went on to explain, and this is not a very comfortable thing, but it doesn't get into anything that we shouldn't be talking about. He in his opinion, he said that the reason that this exists, which is completely ludicrous as to golfers getting big or it being bad for the game, is because of those types of white collar individuals. If they saw somebody with like big arms, that was the workers, that was the gardeners, that was the people that took care of the grounds, those were people that were in a very distinctly different class, because maybe they had big arms because they did manual labor, but the manual labor folks worked for the people that owned golf. So with that in mind, it hasn't been eradicated, so that when these golf-minded individuals look at someone, there's this condescent towards it. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, and I can't imagine anybody actually admitting it, but golly, people admit some really weird things when it comes to sociology.
Yeah, but it does make sense, and then because of the clientele that we work with, it's just like anything. It's a lifestyle to look a certain way, and that's why, like, we'll get questioned at Disney, or people ask you if you're CrossFit and stuff. Like,
yeah, we were at Disney, and I think this jerk they were drunk as all get out. What's the water? And I had to. I'm like, sometimes I think like Terminator, and there's all these things that come in front of my face. Okay, so if I do, assault this individual, if I punch him, I usually wouldn't punch somebody. I would just tackle them and embarrass. I'd embarrass them, with some kind of wrestling strategy. But yeah, he's like, I think the first thing he said to me was like something about my traps, right?
Yeah.
God, man, what a clown! Like, and then he started asking cross-trick questions, and like, you couldn't really run away. Like, I guess we were in a confined area waiting. Because we were waiting. We're waiting for the monorail in the Contemporary, and once you get past a certain area in the queue, you can't really move anywhere.
No.
And it's like, oh man, like, and of course the monorail broke down. Can you believe it? Man, the monorail at Disney. Yeah, well, we're gonna get this to Disney. The monorail, I'm pretty sure, is at least 10, if not 20 years past its time. Like they were supposed to replace it. Like when you buy something, it has like a lifespan.
Yes.
So the lifespan of the monorail has been exceeded by a minimum of 10 years. That's why it breaks down all the time. Now, I actually would think it's very cool, like if you're riding the monorail and the door just opened. That, even though you could fall out and die, that kind of would be fun, like to see.
I'm
like,
surprised that hasn't happened.
It did happen. Yeah.
But it breaks down if you like breathe too hard near it.
Well, there's no breathing in Disney now.
Yeah, scream from your heart.
But that's only in Japan. If my friend Nomo is watching, or when we go to the Olympics next summer, I definitely intend to ask people if they can coach me in how to scream through my heart.
How would you try now?
It's it's just a translation. It doesn't. I don't think they mean that. They want you to like, the way you would say it in Japanese. It probably just Englishly translates. So.
Englishly.
All right, that's long enough
All right,
here.
that's good.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Thanks, guys. Welcome back.
Aura ring.